So, previously on Chrono Trigger, I think it's better to just show you. Yep, how many video game companies have you seen kill off their main protagonist? Welcome back to Chrono Trigger Plus. We are now without a Chrono, because he decided to go against a Lavos. And also Lavos decided to take out all of Zeal. So now we're minus a Zeal too. All we got is this little village on Nowhere Island, where the Mother 3 are hanging out. A combination of the Enlightened ones and the Earthbound ones. Where are you going? Okay, see you later. I was wondering how you get that. There's a magic tab there. And the new just like pieced off. He didn't want any of that. Well, he does have items. He actually has some mid-ethers. I'll buy a little bit of those. And my door is starting to open on its own. I have the window open and everything's trying to blow into my room. I should have closed them more securely. Now I got ghosts. Time ghosts! They're angry about Chrono dying. Yep, this is the Mother 3 now. Also more news about a Sunstone, if you didn't already know that. So yeah, we need to find a Moonstone for something, but we can't go back to the Sun Palace now. However, being that this is Chrono Trigger Plus, we could go here to the North Cape. Now why would we ever want to come here for? Ooh, shiny! Wait a second. You're not supposed to be here right now. It's a Magus! Is that what you wanted all along? What do you mean? Allow me to tell you in a flashback. The original timeline. As you can see, there's no Chrono to be had here. Instead, the Gurus were in attendance. And time warps are happening. Lavos got pissed. Janice, this is way too dangerous right now. You're gonna have to take your kitty out of here. Well, looks like we didn't need that red knife, aka Masamune, to trigger Lavos, because he did that anyway. And this is how the Gurus ended up in different time periods. Lavos is controlling the time gates! Even though we kinda already got that clue. And Janice! The time ghost just shut the door. Ah, that was great. Well, Melchior ended up in 1000 AD. Balthazar ended up in the future. And Gaspar ended up at the end of time. I knew he looked familiar. This must be a great place to put a bar. Wow, he got the sour end of the stick. And Janus ended up in 600 AD. Surrounded by baddies. Geez, no wonder he became a Ganondorf. Why the sword is toxic to Magus, though, I have no idea. The Masamune. Probably because it's double infused to Lavos power. Magus is Janus. He was stranded in the Middle Ages and he was like, you know what, let's just take over a kingdom, how about? So that's why he was summoning Lavos. He wanted to kill it. Man, we were on the same side this entire time? I mean, besides the fact that you were like killing innocent townsfolk and trying to take over Guardia. But he knew about the past, so he became the Prophet. And he's closing my door with his psychic powers. It keeps on opening and closing. Okay there, Ganondorf, you went a little bit too far. You asking for a fight? Because we could bring one if we want to. You have a choice here. You can fight Magus, and with Frog in the party, Frog will fight him alone, for honor. I think he could get his cape out of the deal. But the canon answer is Frog doesn't want to fight. Even though his boss music is pretty awesome. And his glove doesn't fit. But killing Magus won't bring anyone back, will it? Even though if you kill Magus and then get an ending, you'll see Frog turning back into a human. Because the curse. Of course, Magus could just go ahead and reverse the spell like right now, but he's effing Magus! Also in Chrono Trigger Plus, Frog will turn into a human in some of the regular cutscenes if you kill Magus, but it's really glitchy, and it's only certain cutscenes. So, yeah. The developer is kind of working on that, and he was like, you know what, this is too much trouble. And he's kind of taking a break from the whole deal. Just let Magus be, I guess. You got a bigger evil to fry. Oh! I kind of like this. The what would you call it? The face heel turn? Or is it the heel face turn? I don't know wrestling terms that well. It's the one where the bad guy becomes a good guy to fight another bad guy. He has an idea. Well, tell us more. Ah, Gaspar. The guy at the end of time. He might know some things about time. Being the guru and all that. So, now we get our final member. Magus. He is the wizard. I'm gonna go ahead and do something really funny. The villain and the hero on the same team. And she keeps them apart. You know, so they don't start fighting. But Magus is the Ganondorf, he is the wizard, he's the warlock. He learns attack magic. He'll eventually do shadow magic too, but he has all of the level 2 magic. And I think he learns a triple tech with Luca and Robo. But right now I want Frog, because Frog is the better healer. He also comes with his amulet, which actually came from Shala. Remember that cutscene where she handed Janus that little amulet thing? That's it. It protects status, which means he can't get status effects. It's basically ribbon. Except it doesn't stop luck. What I'm going to do is give him the gold stud, so he's mana efficient. Also, some of our helmets here are better than the Doom helmet, which just looks like the Reaper. Speaking of the head, look at Magus's Widow's Peak. He can pierce the heavens with that thing. And he also has the Raven armor, which is just, you know, darkness armor. Man, Ravens get a bad rap. But yeah, our team is now led by the bad guy. You're not supposed to have Magus until a little bit later. But he's really useful for the upcoming scene, so that's why I bring him. Also, he is my third or fourth favorite character because of his tragic backstory. Getting sucked through time, getting turned evil by Ozzy. So this is where the rest of the Mother 3 hang out. You'll get used to it. You got teamwork! Yay! Positive thinking! That's the best magic. Except for, you know, summoning fire with your hands. Yeah, they were dependent on Lavos and they got burned for it. Man, this is all that's left of human society? I wonder how the Reptiles would have handled this. I mean, they did end up becoming Draconians. Poor kid. I hope he doesn't turn evil. Magus will have some competition. What is going on now? Dalton is up to no good yet again. It's not like we had enough problems. Also, I learned that's not really magic, it's just explosives. He's too lame for magic. It's this dork again. So now he's trying to take over New Zeal. Yeah, that is ours. We got a time machine, you don't. Yeah, Balthazar made it, what of it? Only took him several tens of thousands of years. Oh, you're not even touching that. You want another boss fight? We got a Ganondorf on our side now. Oh, you're not gonna do that with your pathetic explosives. Magus is too cool for that. What are you gonna do now? Burp at us? Multiple explosives! I can't take it! He figured out, hey, if I put a handful of grenades in my hand, maybe it'll work better. And it did, somehow. I don't know why Isla just had to, you know, affirm her existence there. And now we're somewhere technological. Frog, no one knows what you're saying, to be honest with you. Did you just speak normal English? We've been robbed! Wow, he's thorough. So we're locked up, and he actually took our stuff, unlike, you know, some other people we know. Completely stripped of our gear, and even though we have magic, we can't really cast it if we get in trouble. So, let's see what's going on out here. An airship? So this must be the Blackbird. So now we're in a giant airship. Dalton obviously stole it. And there's an air duct there. Ooh. Ooh, we have the guy that has the broken snake voice. And we're gonna do a sneaking mission. And we also got a guard here. We have options. We could sneak in through the air ducts, or we could try to alert a guard in here. Frog, play sick. Frog, I don't think that's going to work. His belly button is on fire. The guard did not take biology. If you bring Isla here, you could unga bunga all over the place, because she has her fists and they can't take them away from her. Frankly, so does Robo. But for some reason, Robo is incapacitated here. I'm gonna go to the air ducts anyway. Yeah, that cutscene I thought only happens if you have Isla, but yeah, anybody could counter him. Anybody could take care of that guard. And all of these grates will give you a look at the Blackbird in certain areas. It's a smaller area than you'd think. Also, I think there's a magic tab around here somewhere. I've been trying to look for it, but I can't seem to find it. I was told it's in the northeastern section. Like, over here. It looks like there would be something here, but there's nothing here. Ah, nothing here. Must be the wind. So each of these grates will give you a view. Each of these ladders will take you somewhere. Don't want to go there. That's bad. Can't quite remember which rooms I need to go into, so I'll just check every ladder. Here we go. The first chest you find, or this chest you find, will give you the first character. If Luca was leading, Luca would get her equipment here. As you can see, Magus is equipped and we could actually do battles now. I'm not quite sure what happens if you get into a fight and nobody has equipment to fight them, and you don't have an Isla. And we're definitely not going that way. There was a robot there and nothing good. I'm okay with missing out on a magic tab, but if I'm told there's a magic tab and I can't find it, it makes me a little upset. I think this room is kind of pointless. Any magic tabs in here? I'm clicking everywhere. I hear the wind roaring outside. It's not the black wind anymore. We already had the black wind. And that's the black car. I left my window open and it's raining outside. I'm kind of concerned now. My bed is next to that window. There's no chest in there, so I don't want to deal with those guys either. This truly is a Metal Gear Solid. Going around in air ducts. Spying on the enemy. Like this. That's nothing of importance. How about over here? Ah, this is where we started. And for some reason, if you would go in through the door that leads there, they would drop down from the ceiling anyway. It's a little disorienting if you don't remember that's your cell. I think that might be a plus thing. Hi, we're just, you know, we're having a break from being prisoners. Magus killed them with ice. Put them on ice. This should cool you off. Magus's magic is amazing here. He's just gonna wipe the slate clean. Take care of every guard for us. We don't even need our equipment, but we should get it anyway because we might permanently lose it. And that's not a good thing. I think one time I did permanently lose like all of my non-equipped items, and I was very upset. Alright, I'm pretty sure this has something. Yeah, we need that. We're actually gonna join you guys. We ain't gonna believe that. Set them on fire, Magus. Just like what you did to Cyrus. Oh, sorry, Frog. Make no mistake. Make no mistake, Magus is a bad guy. He still murdered lots of people. And there's Frog's equipment. Well, at least he can keep Magus in line. I think he has his rune edge. No, he doesn't. He has a pearl. And we can't equip anything onto him anyway, so he's stuck with what he has. I think that's it for the grates. Everything else leads to a pointless room. Luca's equipment is elsewhere on the bottom floor. If you don't move, the machine doesn't see you. This is not a Metal Gear. So as long as you don't move around his very narrow eyesight, there's nothing here. And we fought this room. You don't need to worry about that. These switches will change the conveyor belts for you. Like if you want to go up that way. This is Luca's chest. Hey, we're here for what's ours. The heck with it. We're taking this ship. This ship is just too cool for Dalton. You're not allowed to have it. We need to get our science back. Magus, you sure took a while there to, you know, cast your lightning bolts. And as you can tell, he uses a scythe too. They went whole hog on Magus. I think his max MP... Yeah, his max MP is 8. It's also 660 health and 69. They wasted no time. Oh, this ain't the Luca chest. This is the money chest. Well, at least we got our money back. Where is the Luca chest? It's gotta be somewhere around here. I think it's up ahead, to be honest with you. Man, these machines are terrible. Ah, okay, this is the cell. This is what I told you about. You'll drop down from the ceiling and you're like, what? I know where Luca's chest is now. Just happens to be up in this direction. Oh. I really thought they were going to be that inept. And we also got the bite here, too. It decided to stroll in and says, hey guys, what are you up to? Ah, I just got a sword in the face. Robots could feel pain. It's part of Zeal technology. So I just love blowing these guys up with Magus's magic. The existence of Magus in this section is just great. It makes it so much easier. Otherwise you would have to Unga Bunga everything with Isla. Well, this thing is in our way, and I'm pretty sure that's Luca's chest up there. These enemies don't exactly have a lot of HP. Probably about like 300. Sometimes less. So you can just like physical attack your way through. There we go. So we got the 3 main characters, well, the 3 party members' equipment. We got the money. All we need to find is our backpack and we're good to go. Again, no moving. Doesn't matter what's tailing in, though. Ah, that's the robot we saw before. So it's time to go this way. Once you've killed the guards, they don't respawn. I don't think. I'm just gonna stand as this conveyor belt. I'm awesome like that. You've seen how I run. I just levitate. The world rejects me. So that's one of the things about SNES and having your battles happen on the map screen, is stuff like that. It's so funny to look at. Oh, hi guys! Don't mind us, just passing through. Just getting our equipment. Ah, darn, a robot saw us. Otacon would never forgive me. I mean Ozzy. I'm now thinking about Ozzy being obsessed with manga and anime, and it disturbs me. Even though he does look like a fat Piccolo, so there's that. And there's our backpack! We can finally change some equipment out. Speaking of equipment, Chrono got vaporized, so everything he was wearing is gone. If he was wearing a red vest or a red plate, it would be gone. If he had your only gold stud, if this is a regular Chrono Trigger, it would be gone. So that's even more incentive to go back in time and, you know, save him. Wow, you're still wearing a gold helmet? Holy crap, Frog. Here, get some lightning resist. And... I'm not sure. How about a neon suit? I bought them for a reason. So I think we're done with the airship. Everything else is just... nonsense. Like Dalton. So now we can head outside the ship. This is completely safe. Going out onto the wing like this. I don't think you could ever get to the other wing. But you've got these turrets hanging out. They're just like coasting around in set patterns. But if you isolate them, they're like rubbles. They have a high evasion. They lock all your abilities. and they could run away after a while. They still have about, like, 500 health. But they're a lot harder to kill because they're higher level. And you know my, my history with having accuracy in this game. It's all turning around. It's all coming up Millhouse. Wow, we actually killed that turret. They each have 100 tech points, which is great for learning abilities if you need it. Unfortunately, we can't switch out to anybody else here. We are party locked to this party. Whatever party you're captured with is what you're stuck with. You can fix absolutely nobody. You're just gonna have to catch up in the epilogue or whatever. I'm pretty sure there was a turret right there. I think it might be that turret over there. Unfortunately, it's hanging out with another turret. And I want to keep them isolated because there's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to kill 2 turrets in 2 turns. Because that's how many turns you really get with these guys. They escape quickly. And by escape, I mean they explode. They just self-destruct themselves. World's worst turrets. I want to see how many of these turrets I can take out. How many tech points I could get. I don't think Magus learns a hell of a lot of techs, it's just very powerful ones. And his dual and triple techs with certain people are pretty powerful in and of themselves. Frog, would you please hit something today? Luca is hitting things with her gun, and she's the ranged person. Come on, Frog. You're looking terrible in front of your nemesis. That's 2 successful turrets. Where's the other one? Might be that one there. I think there's about 4 or 5 turrets on this screen. Yeah, there was one on the edge there, but it kind of pieced out when we got into this battle because it wasn't close enough. So let's go for broke. We're going for 3. Frog finally hit something! And he hit it really good, too. I'm starting to notice that there is a, oh wait, no, that was a critical, wasn't it? A critical shot. Never mind. At least Mega's got his Dark Bomb. Shadow Damage has now joined the team. And Magic Wall. That is pretty much a safe. Or, not a safe, shell. Yeah. Magic Defense. Luca almost has Flare. Frog almost has Frog Squash. Let's see if we can get it. And there's a lot more turrets than I thought there were. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lucky. We got 3 out of 3 right now. Let's go for 4. Of course, once Luca and Frog learn their ultimates, there's no real point in them getting any more tech points. They're just going to be all from Magus then. But luckily, none of the other ultimates are really needed at the moment. Not like I could put them in the party anyway. Like Isla, she learned her triple kick. Robo's, it's just an area bomb, I think. Or, no, shock. And Chrono is obviously not with us. So now we got Flare! Ultimate Fire Magic! It's a Firaga. It's a Fire 3. What are you doing? They just know now. Look at that, they're grouped up too. How can I deal with this? It means one of them is going to escape. Damn, my perfect record. Let's see, we got 4 out of 4. I want to kill at least one of these, because I know I'm not going to be able to do both. It's not going to be possible to do both. But if I could get 5 out of 6, that would be great. It takes so much longer because now they're taking 2 turns. And it feels like it takes forever, and I get impatient because I know we're on a timer. And eventually we're gonna have to heal up too. We've been taking scratch damage! Yeah, that's them running away. Damn. 4 out of 6 ain't bad though. Just like Meatloaf said. Let's top off our health, even though we're not really going to need to top off our health for what's coming up next. Once you head down here... Almost fell off the wing! This is where he fights Golem Boss! Dalton promised it. Oh! You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to spy on Dalton. If you go all the way to the south of the vents and take a look, you'll see Dalton arguing with people, because they're working with the Epoch. Well, don't exactly need it. We're going to be seeing a similar scene shortly anyway. But Shadow, the Dark Orb, does a lot of damage. Golem Boss has about 15,000 health, but he is a joke boss. He has a countdown, but he won't do anything with it. He counts down twice, then he starts to panic because he's afraid of heights. But if you burn him down, you could get some extra tech points, experience, and gold. So this is basically how much damage can you do. You see, he's starting to hesitate there a little bit. I didn't have Dark Bomb the first time. Magus's elemental spells will do about like 900 damage to him. So this must be a much easier fight now, because I managed to kill this guy within like number 2, the second go around. It was close, but we got him. I like using the line bomb. I'm not quite sure how Frog is flying. He should be getting blown off the airship. But yeah, he just becomes a jet bomber. That's not it. Should have been able to kill him by now. There we go. That gives us some extra experience points, more tech, some golds. It's just a, hey, bonus fight. And there's Dalton. We didn't get to see him working on the airship, but he now added wings! Man, it took Dalton to think of the whole wing thing? That's a really lame name, dude. Ah, I like this music. Of all the people to have a fourth wall break. And he had the best one in this game, too. Stop, you are such a dork. I hate you. How does he even know that Houston exists? Dalton, I hear you breaking the fourth wall out there. Stop it. Ah, man, that's so cool. Oh, there's such a dork writing it. It's such a lame name. Holy crap, he added lasers to it! That airship is way too cool for Dalton. By the way, we could do this. That was incredibly risky. We could have fell to our deaths. But now we have Dalton. He shoots things at you. He has an iron orb. He has about 2,800 HP, and he's weak to lightning. And getting line bombs attached to him. Right up where they don't belong. Probably also used the Dark Bomb on him as well. But he will counterattack with opposing magic. Wow, he actually has some of that. I'm surprised. I'm not quite sure what he's throwing there. It's just wind. He's just throwing wind at people. Oh, he has that too, but it's much, much weaker. I'm not impressed. You want to see some real magic? Here's some real magic for you. We got it off your turrets. That'll show you. Yeah, about Golem Boss. He quits. Again, I'm not quite sure why there's a time warp right there when he summons his Golem Boss, but in the DS version, Dalton ends up in 600 AD and he starts a war with Guardia. And then Team Chrono shows up in the DS version and beats the crap out of him. Yeah, he gets no luck in any time period. And we get Frog Flare. That's an exploding frog of fire, isn't it? Well, we did do a Dorkectomy on it. I think that's the, I don't even know. I thought I had a joke and I lost it. I was just thinking about if you bring Isla to this fight, you could actually steal a box lunch off him. The Y button, huh? Frog, I don't think that works. That's the Y button. Nope, that's the blow up the Blackwing button. We could have had that airship, but it doesn't travel through time anyway. Besides, it's tainted with Dalton. It smells like Dalton. How about this button? You actually have to hit the X button. Well, Blackwing was cool and all that, but we had to blow it up. We had to end it. In fact, we hit the contact embarrassment button with our lasers. It realized it was associated with Dalton, and it was just ending itself. I know, right? It's weird. Dalton actually did something good for us. He gave us the best airship in the game. Wings? Why didn't I think of that? Now it is the Wings of Time. Now we can go everywhere on every continent in every time period. That means more treasure. So next time on Chrono Trigger Plus, we got ourselves an airship. Good night, folks.